I have a poll set up in the chat. It says something like, "Who benefits from a Spidacy double feature? Is it Spider-Man 4? Is it the Odyssey, or is it both?" Let me know in the chat and vote on that. That's on the tube version of it. I don't have a poll set up anywhere else, but let us know your thoughts. And as I always say, guys, let's keep talking. Moving on. What's the next topic coming up, man?
The Jenny Slate.
Okay, so Jenny Slate was also, I think, one of the co-stars in the This Ends With, what was that movie called? It Ends With Us. And everybody's all up in arms of the Blake Lively drama. I'm gonna say it right now. She is the only movies and TV shows, unless she's already penciled in already, and the ink is already dried, it's too late to back out now. But in the future, I'm predicting that every movie or TV show that she stars in, the credits will say Ryan Reynolds, executive producer. I'm sorry. I just feel like that's the situation that's going on because this has been a shit show.
Got some more bad press, if you will. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, when the SNL had their.
Oh yeah. Tell them about that real quick.
They were doing a pretend question and answer from the audience, which is all celebrities.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds stood up, he's there with Blake Lively in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Hey, got a question for us." And it was Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, I believe, who were
yeah.
And they were like, "How's it going?" And he goes,
what have you heard throwing jabs at trying to get ahead of it? And I heard that was
nothing. You know, they were trying to make like, "Oh, nothing." Fine.
And I heard that it was because he was worried that they were going to make a big deal about their situation because he used to date Scarlett Johansson, who is currently married to the news the guy who does the Weekly and Update. What's his name? Colin Jost, who is poised to become the next guy in charge when the guy who's in charge right now retires.
The comments continued with jabs because Scarlett Johansson even had a bit in the special where she sang kind of like a Little Shop of Horrors
I remember
type of thing. And people were like, "Oh, poor Blake Lively's in the audience, like, how come they get to do it?" Because she gets to sing.
Oh, they were thinking that she was sad about that? Well,
they were like, "Oh, because Scarlett Johansson can really sing," and or whatever. I was like, I don't really know all the beef with that, but there was lots of comments about that as well.
It was basically about them getting ahead of it before Scarlett Johansson convinced Colin Jost to really go hard on him. So, but in the current news right now, what's going on with this situation with, what is her name, Jenny Slate? I believe was also on SNL as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think she used to be on this. It was very short lived. So Jenny Slate I don't know much about it. I've just found out about it. There was another, she's suing one of the executive producers, saying that. So what I've heard on TikTok is that it might be a ridiculous lawsuit because her main complaint, it makes it sound like her main complaint is that the executive producer who she's suing was too concerned about her well-being as a mother, or made her feel weird about his concern for it's just like if it depends on who's telling the story. If you're already against Blake Lively and all that, you're going to tell the story one. It's like she's suing because this executive producer was being too nice. But if you probably from her perspective, it came off creepy. I don't know. I'm about to pull up the article right now and see exactly what happened. So let me go to Rolling Stone. This is coming in from Rolling Stones. Let me see if I can pull it. Yeah, I got it up right now. From the Rolling Stones, the headline: Jenny Slate filed it. Jenny Slate files "It Ends With Us" complaint over producer's comments about motherhood. Now, you read it like that. Now, that's why I chose Rolling Stones, because I didn't want an article because you go on TikTok, it's going to be one-sided. And I wanted something that felt a little bit more balanced. So I wanted to, let me just go here. Let's read it ourselves and see how it sounds. Let's see. Jenny Slate filed a complaint against Justin Baldoni's production partner, Jamie Heath, after he allegedly made several comments about motherhood that left the actress feeling uncomfortable. The details were revealed in a news story from the Hollywood Reporter that questioned whether the dispute that's erupted between It Ends With Us co-star Baldoni and Blake Lively could have partly linked to misunderstandings over cultural and religious norms. Both Baldoni and Heath are members of the Baha'i faith, as is Steve Sarowitz, the billionaire businessman who invested in their production company. Wayfair Studios, a key tenet of Baha'i, if I'm saying that right, is universal peace, which leads to a deep spiritual and emotional connection to issues like equality and justice. Baldoni, in particular, has never shied from expressing his faith in public, and he reportedly leaned on it to guide his behavior and decisions making on set. I've never worked with a male director who was so worried about everyone's emotional and mental well-being, one source said of Baldoni. To that end, the Hollywood Reporter article persists that some of the actions Lively dinged Baldoni for her lawsuit, constant hugging, oversharing, could be chalked up to misunderstanding tied to his faith. Same with the allegations incident between Slate and Heath, which hasn't been reported on yet and has only been referenced in court documents, but with Slate's name redacted. An amendment complaint Lively lawyers filed earlier this week mentioned the two other actresses feeling uncomfortable in this with a set. The incident allegedly occurred after Slate, who has a toddler, expressed her displeasures with the apartment she rented in New York City while filming It Ends With Us. But the actress was reluctant to move because she'd lose a hefty security deposit around $15,000. Heath allegedly told Slate that Wayfair would reimburse her for the security deposit loss, but didn't so in a language that unnerved Slate, with sources saying he focused so intensely on the sanctity of motherhood and Slate's role as a mother. The comments reportedly made Slate feel so uncomfortable she filed a complaint. So, and that's kind of what people are on TikTok are saying, like, so I don't know, maybe the way he said it, like, because you're a mother,
he didn't say words to her like in his voice. They're saying that it was something in a doc, either an email or.
I'll pull it up. Where we at? $15,000. Where'd you see that at? Did I go too far?
No, go back up.
But while you can scroll if you want to, you keep it right there and just scroll up or down right there. But I mean, if you TikTok, what is it called, blind item reporters are all up in arms over it because they're making the narrative is like he gave you exactly what you asked for and what you needed, and you're saying you just didn't like the way he said it. I mean because he but okay, devil's advocate, but I mean maybe it was the way he was saying it as far as only focus. I just told you the situation. I didn't need you to make a whole speech about motherhood and all that stuff. What does that have to do with it? I mean, but if she brought it up, if she said, I mean, according to this, it says the incident allegedly occurred after Slate, who has a toddler. I mean, they're just reporting the fact. That's just the fact. But unless she expressed her displeasure with the apartment she'd rented in New York City while filming. But the actress was reluctant to move because she'd lose a hefty deposit. So if she didn't bring up, I'm a new mother and all that stuff, and I could kind of see her going, why do you keep making these standing on this soapbox talking about motherhood and stuff like that? Like, dude, if just know the situation, and if you're gonna help me give me a reimburse, that's fine.
To know more. That doesn't really tell me anything.
Exactly. So it's like people
she expressed her displeasure with the apartment by saying what? Like, I need to know the context.
Slate,
She said, I hate this apartment because I have a kid and it's unsafe for my kid. It's not what I thought. I can't be here. And that would make you say that? Or did she just say, I just don't like it? Because it's whatever. I mean, because obviously if she said, I don't like my apartment and referenced her kid, it being, an issue with like my child, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like my apartment,
right?
Then it wouldn't, to me, seem weird for this person, this producer or whatever, to say, "Oh my goodness, I would never want."
Which might be tied into their faith, because maybe it comes off cringy.
Child or whatever, I would never want that. Of course, we'll
right.
help you, but if
but she's all like, "Why you keep harping on my kid, dude?"
But if she just said, man, this apartment isn't what I thought, and I really would like to move. And then he goes, oh my gosh, if you're a mom, and you're going, why
mothers need to be protected. Like, if you just started off on a speech like that,
what does that have to do with being a mom?
Exactly.
I just hate the apartment. I didn't say anything about my kid.
But if let's say when she made the request, maybe she said, because of I want to move because of maybe it's the distance, maybe I don't know, whatever the reason is, but I have a new kid. It's going to be hard, and the fact that I'm going to lose my deposit, and if she, I guess like you said, I need a witness who tells me who brought it up first.
What's the context?
Who brought up her being a mother? I mean, first. I'm like, if she brought it up, then why wouldn't he be like, I love my mother. I'm a mom, but like I would do anything for my mother. So because that's and it's hard, I will do what I can to help you out with that. And then later she's all like, why you keep bringing up the fact that I'm a mom? Like, I'll be like, you brought it up first. That's what I would have said. So I don't know. I gotta, like you said, I gotta get more context. But it's funny how it's like every little thing that's going on right now. It's like I said, Hollywood. They why does the internet want this to be the next? Are we that desperate and thirsty for another Johnny Depp?
They are.
Amber Heard situation. This is nowhere, in my opinion, near that. We're not gonna. From what I heard, they retracted their lawsuits and stuff like that. We're never gonna go anywhere near all that stuff. It's Baldoni got way ahead of it too fast, and she's losing support from allegedly from a lot, like even what's her name, Swift is like, I'm out.
I like Ryan Reynolds, but I've never followed
Blake
her.
Lively.
I've only just known she's married to Ryan Reynolds. I've never really
that she's only married to
Ryan Reynolds. Right. I was never like, oh my gosh, I love her so much. I watch all of her stuff. There
was one Blake Lively film that I believe that what's her name from what's the Trolls cartoon she voiced in Pitch Perfect? What's her name? Kendricks. Anna Kendricks was, I think they were then together. I was kind of interested in seeing that, but I can't. I don't know too many Blake Lively movies. So I mean, I don't know. This is another. So again, it's another drop in the bucket of the drama that they want to create in the desperate attempt to make this the next Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation. Let us know what you guys think about that situation. Are you on the side of anything that's negative about Blake Lively? I'm all for it. Like, or are you going to be like, you know what? This one might be weird. Maybe he did come off creepy when he brought up, for all we know, he wasn't looking in her eyes like as a mother, she's like, my eyes are up here, dude. Because she also brought up a situation. Blake Lively also brought up a situation where, like, I guess she was nursing and stuff like that. So her being a mother was brought up as well with Baldoni, the dressing room situation. I mean, not dressing room, the, what are those things called? The trailer situation. And stuff when I had my baby with me. So it could all be tied on. Maybe there's some sketchy stuff with nursing or something that's going on. I don't know. But people are saying a lot of things. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a patron. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.